Okay, so in this video we're going to go over how to set up the story deck for the game One Way Out. It's probably one of the more complicated aspects of the game, but once you set it up on your own or see how it's done, depending on your personal learning preference, it won't be so complicated. The first thing we have to do is separate the monsters for the random battles. There are minions, stage bosses, and final bosses, all identified in the upper right corner. There are going to be 4 stages, so let's separate the minions first. There are a total of 20 minions and we're using all of them. Now shuffle them and make 4 stacks of 5. I've actually already shuffled these, so I'm just going to start counting off 5 and make 4 stacks. Now we have them all separated into 4 stages: Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, and Stage 4. It is important that you remember those. Next thing we're going to do is take the stage bosses and shuffle them up. There are 5 options, but we only need 3. Once shuffled, we'll just put them up here. We're not going to put them into stages just yet, and these are the leftover ones for another time. Next we have the final bosses. This is the monster you have to defeat to beat the game to survive. We only need 1. We now have 4 stages of monsters with 4 stage ending bosses. The next thing we want to do is shuffle the story cards. Now there are a total of 62 cards, but we only need 32. This means that although the main storyline will be the same, the game will be different each time you play it. Before we can just deal 8 cards at each stage, we have to separate the continuity cards. That's these with the little continuity markers at the top. The amount of markers corresponds with the stage they will go into. The continuity cards keep the main storyline and the little mini storylines kind of flowing smoothly. They're not absolutely necessary. However, a few of the cards do follow a basic storyline, basic timeline. And now that we have the continuity cards separated, let's put them in their corresponding stages. Stage 4, Stage 3, and then we have Stage 2, and finally Stage 1. After shuffling the remaining story cards, we want to deal 6 more cards to each stage. Now we have all 4 stages. This is how many cards that are remaining to add more variety each time you play the game. And as you can see, there are quite a few. But for now, we don't need these, so we'll set them aside. And now what we want to do is shuffle each one of these stages so the monster cards and story cards get all mixed up together. Once you have all 4 decks shuffled, you're going to pick up the stage decks and place them on the corresponding stage boss. So first we're going to stack Stage 1 on the first boss, and Stage 2 on the second boss, Stage 3 on the third boss, and of course your final boss. And then you're going to stack the stage deck with Stage 1 on top, and Stage 4 on the bottom. And then you have your story deck. And thank you for watching, and I hope that makes it less complicated.